Chef kicks out black newlyweds, then found out they run the whole restaurant empire. The maitre d' hesitated. The chef stared. Then came the words that cut deeper than any knife in that kitchen. "We're not the kind of place for people like you." Aisha's smile vanished. Marcus stood frozen, not from fear, but from fury. In a room full of chandeliers and silverware, their love was treated like a threat. But what didn't I know? He hadn't just insulted two guests. He'd turned away the titans behind the empire that would soon control his fate. Welcome, story lovers. Where are you watching from? Hit like and comment your city below. Marcus and Aisha had just returned from their honeymoon, 2 weeks in Greece, away from phones, work, and headlines. Still glowing with joy, they decided to celebrate their return with a quiet dinner at a well-known fine dining spot in Charleston, the kind of place where you need a reservation weeks in advance. But for them, getting a table was never an issue. They owned 5 luxury restaurants across the East Coast and knew quality when they saw it. Walking in, Aisha admired the lighting and elegant plating at nearby tables, while Marcus complimented the vintage wine rack. They dressed sharp but casually. He in a tailored shirt, she in a silk wrap dress. No flashy jewelry. No entourage. Just love. But from the moment they stepped inside, something felt off. The maitre d' hesitated. The staff exchanged glances. And the head chef? He eyed them like they didn't belong. And then he said it. "We're fully booked," the chef snapped, even as the couple stood next to 4 empty tables. "Maybe try somewhere more casual." His tone wasn't just firm, it was laced with that familiar sting. Aisha's smile faded. Marcus stiffened. They politely mentioned they had a confirmed reservation under Williams. The chef didn't even check the list. "Doesn't matter. We have standards to maintain." Silence. The room wasn't loud, but suddenly everything felt louder. The clink of glasses, the murmur of whispers. A few diners looked away. A few watched with morbid curiosity. Aisha, calm but hurt, asked to speak with the manager. The chef laughed. "I am the manager tonight." Marcus could have caused a scene. He'd faced worse before. But this was supposed to be a celebration. They turned and walked out. Not defeated, but deeply disappointed. But what didn't I know? Marcus and Aisha weren't just diners. They were culinary legends in disguise. Founders of Sable and Root, the upscale restaurant group that trained chefs from Michelin kitchens and had a reputation for transforming racial narratives in fine dining. And one of their junior chefs was training in this very restaurant as part of their diversity mentorship program. Within 24 hours, the news spread like wildfire. Food bloggers caught wind. The restaurant's Yelp was flooded. A viral post surfaced. Black excellence denied entry, but they own the game. Still, the chef refused to apologize until the truth knocked on his front door. 2 days later, an unannounced visit stunned the kitchen. Marcus and Aisha walked in, not as customers, but as the restaurant's newest business partners. Their mentorship program had recently acquired minority shares through a culinary investment fund, and this particular restaurant was on their list of acquisitions. The chef's face went pale as the investor who had once ignored their emails now begged for a conversation. Marcus looked him dead in the eye and said, "You kicked us out without even asking who we were. Now we are the ones who decide if you stay." In that moment, the staff looked at them differently. The whispers shifted from mockery to respect. Because this wasn't just about dinner. It was about dignity, about legacy, and who holds the power to shape the table. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It helps. The chef was fired within a week. The restaurant was rebranded under the Sable and Root umbrella and transformed into a place where excellence welcomed everyone. Marcus and Aisha didn't do it for revenge. They did it for the next young couple who walk in expecting joy, not judgment. This wasn't just about being treated fairly. It was about changing the system from within. Because racism in fine dining is often hidden behind smiles and menus, behind dress codes and reservations lost. However, they proved one thing: respect isn't given based on appearances. Values earn it. And sometimes the ones turned away at the door are the very people who built the house. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos. Take care.